What in the world did they do to you to make you quit smoking? This is a question that was often posed to my clinic graduates when they would tell somebody that they had quit smoking and they had just participated in a clinic, or maybe had participated in a clinic in the past. They would always assume that we had to do something magical to the person to make them quit smoking. It was never like, oh, you wanted to quit smoking and this program somehow helped you? No, it was, what did they do to make you quit smoking? And it just shows how little people understand about what's involved with quitting smoking. First, it makes it seem like it's impossible to quit, so the program had to do something to allow it to even happen. Well, that's the first misperception, that it's almost impossible to quit smoking unless something magical is done to you to make you quit. And that's something that I always try to dispel instantly, that, hey, the vast majority of people who quit smoking didn't have any help whatsoever, and yet they pulled off a quit. And we have more former smokers than current smokers. So there's a lot of people who quit smoking successfully without any help whatsoever. But now, getting back to what we did to them. We did nothing to them. We shared information with them. We basically sat around and talked. The first day of the clinic, well, okay, then I did the presentation showing, again, the areas that I always cover on that first session. It's helping them understand why they smoked, why they should stop, how to stop, and how to stay off. It was a 2-hour presentation, and it gave people the core information they need to be able to quit smoking. The remaining sessions, literally all we did around the sessions was sit around and get everybody introduced. And what was involved is I would ask them to tell us their first name, how much they smoked, how long they smoked, why they were quitting now, what was it that brought them into the clinic, and how it was going at this point in time. And the conversations that would happen would now all be spurred by whatever these people were saying, something about their past history or currently what they were going through. On the Friday session, that would have been the fourth session of the clinic, then I had a panel of people come in. But again, all they did was talk. I asked them to introduce themselves the same way. I said, tell me your first name, how much you smoked, how long you smoked, why you quit when you did, and how it's going for you now. It was the same conversation I had with the clinic participants. It's just they were giving a perspective of longer-term quits. And then I did one session on, part of a session on the weight control, and then the clinic graduation. But that's all we did. We sat around and talked. What was funny, though, is people would try to explain this to these people posing the question. When they said, what did they do to you? They say, well, nothing. We just kind of sat around and talked. And they said, no. What did they do to you? You know, did they do hypnosis? Did they give you injections? Did you have to take pills? And again, they would be insistent on what occurred. No, we just kind of sat around and talked. People would literally get mad that they wouldn't share. They were keeping some massive secret from them, of how to quit smoking, or, that they'd have to go to the program to be able to do this because no one was going to share. Again, there was nothing to share. We educated them. It's literally what I'm doing in the videos here. It's what we do in the support boards we have. We help people understand what they're fighting and how to fight it. There would be times where a clinic participant would sometimes go up to somebody who'd quit smoking, and they would be comparing notes, and the other person would ask, oh, how did they quit? And I said, oh, I went to this clinic, and the other person would say, oh, I quit by myself. And sometimes the clinic participant would almost feel bad. It's like, oh God, I had to go to a clinic to quit, and you did it by yourself. Well, no, everyone in my clinic did it by themselves. Oh yeah, they did it at the same time as 10 or 20 or 30, and some of the groups were up to 50 people. They did it at the same time as all these other individuals, but they did it themselves. We didn't quit for them. We didn't take away their withdrawal. We didn't do anything except help them understand what they had to do, and they implemented it. I'll often get people, trying to say that they had to credit us for their quit, and I always explain, you can't do that. If you go back to smoking, I'm not taking the blame. If you went back to smoking, it's because you took a puff. Well, on the same token then, in all fairness, if I'm not going to take the blame for your relapse, hey, I can't take the credit for your success. It's what you did. We gave you information, but you implemented it. And again, while this was holding true to what I was doing in the smoking clinics, it holds true for everyone who's getting help by these videos and by any support mechanism we've set up throughout the different sites on the internet. So take credit for what you've done. On both sides. If you failed, hey, take the credit. You earned it. You're stuck smoking again. But if you succeeded, you earned it. You've got all the benefits of being a successful ex-smoker. And all you need now to keep those benefits going is simply to stick to a personal commitment that I hope you made the day you stopped, to never take another puff.